Okay, my name is Kara Kading, and I have been teaching on health and wellness for this will be my ninth year now. Pretty amazing, and I consider it such a blessing to be able to help others to feel their absolute best and to be able to do that naturally. So, staying with people on their wellness journey is so rewarding because you get to hear the feedback, you get to hear how progress is going, how they have helped other friends and family, sharing with them what they're doing. And it's just, we've built an amazing community over the last 9 years. So I wanted to break this down and make this as simple as possible because sometimes when we talk to people about health and wellness, there's a lot of noise out there right now, especially like beginning of the year when people are doing New Year's resolutions and they're thinking about maybe different ways that they could incorporate a brand new routine, or they're seeing in the news things they should be eating or things they shouldn't be eating or things that they thought they should be eating but now they're not supposed to eat. When to exercise, how much water to drink. A lot gets thrown at you and it can get very overwhelming and sometimes can just be frustrating, right? And so we're breaking this down, we're making it very simple, and so that you can incorporate this into your daily routine without being overwhelming. So we're calling this Wellness Made Simple. And again, it is recorded. So I'll send the recording out. We'll go through the foundations of health and wellness. And then the end will kind of maybe we'll feel like speed dating with essential oils. But again, it's recorded. So I want to go through and highlight some of them, but don't want to go into a huge deep dive with those. So I'm going to teach, and when I've been teaching, I only talk about doTERRA essential oils, and it's because of their quality. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but a lot of people say, and reference these classes as our essential oil classes, which doTERRA definitely is. The essential oils are very important, but there's so much more to doTERRA. Our focus is really on natural health and wellness in your daily routine and just about everything that you incorporate from the moment you wake up to what you're drinking, to what your, shampoo, conditioner, mouthwash, toothpaste, moisturizers, cleaning products, all of those things. We have everything, all those natural tools, everything that's safe for you and your family, all in like a one-stop shop, which is a really cool feeling. So we're trying to help you to just create that healthy haven and equip you so that you feel very empowered on a daily basis with these natural tools, okay? All right, so having effective tools like essential oils at your fingertips, this can resolve about, I would say, 80 to 90% of your everyday health needs. They offer support to your body, to you mentally, to you physically and emotionally. So now we're going to teach you how to be able to grow this holistic medicine cabinet, and I will show you how to do this absolutely for free. Okay, our top 12 oils that are basically designed to replace your medicine cabinet, the ones that are reordered the most, used the most, those are ones that you're going to be able to get free every single month, and I'll show you how to do that. First of all, we're going to talk about building these blocks of wellness. And so when we look at like natural health and wellness and ways to incorporate into our routine, I love to recommend different essential oils for people of different ways that it's going to be supportive. But I always try to teach about the foundations of health and wellness and making sure that we're really getting to find out more of a specific reason maybe of why they're struggling. Okay. And so like using lavender for sleep is going to be very supportive. But if we're not getting to the root cause of maybe why someone is struggling with sleep, maybe things are out of balance with their health and wellness, with the nutrition that they're incorporating or how much water they're drinking. If they're having digestive issues, of course, sleep is going to be a serious struggle, right? And so we always want to focus, and with all the classes that we teach, we focus on that nutrition and digestion. That is your building block right here. And then we can build upon that of making sure we're getting proper movement and supporting our metabolism on a daily basis, learning how to properly rest and manage stress, reducing toxicity in the home, pulling out harsh chemicals and cleaning supplies and toxic candles, things like that. How can we replace those with more natural and more effective products that are safe for everybody in the home? Then informs self-care. So using on a daily basis, like I mentioned, the toothpaste and the mouthwash and the hand wash, things that you can do naturally that will make a big difference. These, again, are all of these building blocks of wellness, but everything rests on that foundation of nutrition and digestion. So when we talk about a foundation, I love to give an analogy of like a home, right? And so whether you I've never had the luxury of being able to like build a home, but there's nothing wrong with the home that we have. We just happen to find a great location. And so when the first thing that we did, when you tour a home, when you're looking to buy a home, or even in your existing home, when you're working to maintain it, you walk around, right? You check and you make sure that the foundation of the home is stable, that nothing's leaning, that there's no water running into the basement, that we have a strong, solid foundation to build upon. Whether it's new or existing, nothing's more important than that foundation. And so this is what I love to educate on. I talk about it every single day, and it literally takes 2 minutes. I think it takes less than 2 minutes. Maybe it takes 2 minutes if you take into effect like washing out your glass at the end of drinking your this VMG. This is all your vitamins, minerals, and greens. But I think it takes me probably closer to like 45 seconds or a minute. But let's talk about what a difference that can make when we really, again, are focusing on this foundation of your health. So a good foundation starts with what's called VMG. This is all your vitamins, all your minerals, all your greens. Plus, when it says VMG plus, the plus means essential oils, okay? So there's over 90 essential ingredients in here that are going to make a big difference in your health and wellness. We have something, I meant to bring up a little sachet, but I guess you can see it in the picture here. So this is what it's a powder, okay? You just add it to water, and it has what's called liposomal delivery. And what that means is that when we mix it with water and we're drinking it doesn't have to go through the digestive process. It gets absorbed into the bloodstream immediately. So what that means is that you're going to be absorbing more of the nutrients. It's going to be more what we call bioavailable for the body. So it's all whole food. So the body understands and knows and recognizes these nutrients and is able to take full benefit of them. Okay, it's a whole food complex, and that's really important because when we take things out of context, like if you're buying a one a day vitamin, okay, and it says it has vitamin A, B, C, and D, when those are extracted and taken out of like a whole food complex or natural form, it's really hard for the body to be able to recognize what that even is anymore. A good analogy is like maybe you see me in the greenhouse all the time. Like you always run into me at Milligers. I'm in the clothing department, or I'm in, the greenhouse, or at the farmer's market. And we see each other. We recognize each other. We, say hello. But then all of a sudden you see me at the grocery store and you're like, I don't know. I know that person from somewhere. I know I've seen her before. I just can't remember where she's from. And it's because I'm out of context, right? I'm not at Milligers, which is where I am 7 days a week. And so it's out of context. And it's the same way for the body to be able to see and understand and recognize what these nutrients are. So if it's in a whole food complex with that liposomal delivery, our body's able to absorb it and we're able to feel the benefits very readily. Okay, so we have the bioavailability, and we also have what's called bioretention. And what that means is that the nutrients are staying in our body through an extended period of time. So they've done clinical trials where they've tested after 8 hours of taking the VMG, and over 80% of those nutrients are still in the system. So I always recommend to take this in the morning because you're getting that support throughout the entire day. So these are, I know, like I said, this is packed with over over 90 super powered ingredients. I tried to list them both on both sides. I didn't even know how to put this slide together because there's so much goodness in here. But we have important ingredients. They're all important, but things I want to point out is like your lemon peel extract. That's really great for detoxification and digestion. Of course, ginger root oil is going to be beneficial for that too. Apple fiber, spirulina, purslane extract, Brussels sprouts, your cranberry juice, apple fruit, strawberry fruit juice, sweet cherry juice concentrate, black currant, goji berries, raspberry fruit, elderberry, acai, kale, celery stem, green cabbage, things like makwi berry, spinach juice, artichoke flower, sugar beets, broccoli seed extract, CoQ10, pomegranate, turmeric rhizome, grape seed, ginkgo biloba, ginger root, aronia, pine bark, grape skin, dandelion. All of these are in that one easy to mix sachet. So, when you think about that, like I definitely do not get this on a daily basis without the support of, mixing this in the morning and taking it. So it's helping with all of your systems. It's gluten-free, it's vegan, it's natural, obviously non-GMO, and super easy to take. It has an incredible flavor of a pineapple mango. I have never had anyone object to it in any way, but what it's really helping to do is to fill in those nutritional gaps that we struggle with on a daily basis. I mean, I love to eat healthy. I love to incorporate variety. My husband right now is making an awesome salad for supper. But I'm definitely not going to get this variety, right? And this wasn't just like a random recipe or combination of ingredients. Like all of these are designed to work synergistically to support our body and making sure that we're getting the great and good nutrients that we need on a daily basis. So with that VMG, that's good. Okay, if we can take that on a daily basis. Better is incorporating your E omegas. So the omega fatty acids, this comes from the Nordic seas, and we've also added wild orange essential oil. So what this means is the reason why we've added that is through the clinical trials that we've done, the omega-3s are better absorbed by the body when we incorporate wild orange, and it also protects that fish oil from ever going like rancid. So when people talk to me about like fish burps, they're like, "Oh, I don't like to take a fish oil; it makes me burp." That's because that fish oil is rancid. Okay, so this way, when we add the wild orange to it, you're never going to have those crazy fish burps. The omegas actually are tasty enough that you can actually just bite into them, and the flavor is amazing. You never would guess that. But for people, I have customers who just can't swallow a pill. And so they will actually just bite into these and it tastes great. Or for like young kids, things like that. So it makes it really easy to incorporate. But over 90% of Americans are deficient in omega-3s. We get a lot of omega-6s. Okay, omega-6s. The bad thing about those and where we're getting those is from like all the seed oils or processed foods. America, of course, is in trouble with all of the processed foods that we are ingesting and taking. And these are inflammatory omegas, okay, omega-6s. And the ratio that we're supposed to have is like a 1-to-1 ratio. Omega-3s to omega-6s, or omega-6s to omega-3s should be 1-to-1. Right now in America, the ratio is 16-to-1. So 16 omega-6s to 1 omega-3. And that's why we're hearing so many people complaining about like inflammation in their body. It's because of that imbalance in their omegas. So omega-3s are anti-inflammatory and really supportive for your brain, your cognitive ability, your heart health. The clinical trials have shown that this has naturally reduce the resting heart rate and also the diastolic number in your blood pressure. So I've also noticed a wonderful benefit of just really good, healthy, glowing skin. So this trio that I'll talk about has a big impact on all of your systems. So this is the VMG with the E omegas and PB Restore. So PB Restore is addressing any kind of gut issues. Okay, so it's a pre and pro and postbiotic. So it's double encapsulated. I put a picture here so that you can see what it looks like. In a lot of probiotics on the market, when you ingest them, they the stomach acidity that you have is so powerful and so strong that it's actually breaking down that probiotic before it can even get into the gut. Okay. And so you're not getting the full benefit of it. What this double encapsulation does with the PB Restore is that it's releasing that healthy microflora in the stomach. The acidity is breaking it down, but it's still, and it's got that double encapsulation. So the stomach acidity breaks down the first outer layer of it, but still getting benefit of that good, healthy microflora. Then it makes it into the intestines. Okay. So then we're filling the gut with good, healthy microflora. So we're supporting and protecting your immune system. 80% of your immune system is in your gut. We have more neurotransmitters in our gut than we do in our brain. So all of those like feel good hormones and serotonin, that is all coming from the gut. So we want to make sure that those systems are running and functioning properly. And then there's what's called phages in there, that if there is any bad bacteria, it will actually break it down and flush that out of your system. So when we're filling the gut with that good, healthy microflora and bacteria, there's no room for bad bacteria. Okay. It's like at a hotel, all the good bacteria is coming early and filling those rooms up. So when the bad bacteria comes in and is looking for a room, there's no vacancy, right? It has to just pass right through. So those phages help to make sure that that bad bacteria is moving out of the system. So what this does is it not only balances the microbiome of your gut, but it's also balancing your immune system. We have microbiomes all over our body, even in our mouth. Our mouth has its own little special microbiome. So it's working to balance all of your systems, your skin, your hair, again, your digestive system, your immune system, all of those things. And so a lot of people will tell me on this trio that they feel more energy during the day. They've got better quality sleep at night. They're in a better mood, okay? Because again, we're working on that gut health. So it's supporting those neurotransmitters. And they also have that mental clarity. They have less aches and pains. Like everything's moving in the right direction. And so that's why I always lead off with my classes now talking about this foundation, because all the oils that I could recommend and give to you are going to be, yes, beneficial on some level. But when you have this foundation and when things are up and running and functioning and your body is communicating and your systems are, functioning as the way that they should and communicating with each other, then you can actually metabolize those essential oils even better. You're going to have a better and better impact on it. Okay, so we're building upon that strong foundation. So we've got that foundation in place. Now we can start putting up the walls, right? It's almost time for fun things like the curtains and the lamps and pillows and all that. But we've got that strong foundation in place. And so a little bonus item that isn't actually, I always like start people on that trio, and then a great item to layer in is this MetaPower Advantage. So again, it's in a really easy little sachet like this. It's just a powder that you can add to your water, mix the two together in the morning. It tastes great. This has like a lemon orange flavor to it, so it's super easy, very palatable. The two taste great together, but this is helping to support your metabolism. We've got 9 different types of collagen in here. So we're not only supporting your brain and your hair and your skin, but we're supporting all of your systems, okay? Your brain, your digestive system, your connective tissue, joints, all of those things is where it's so important to have 9 different types of collagen. And NMN. So NMN is an important energy molecule for the body. And so without it, we would be dead. So we're just making sure that our body has just the appropriate amount of energy during the day. There's obviously no caffeine or anything like that in here. But when we team it up together, it's helping so that you feel alive again, right? You feel energized. So it's helping to support your metabolic health. We're slowing down aging. So if anyone's looking for a great opportunity to be able to do that, the MetaPower Advantage is really supportive. And again, we're helping with your muscles, your connective tissue, improving your skin elasticity and firmness, better energy, better mood. I notice I sleep better at night when I take this on a regular basis. So again, for me, I haven't missed a beat when the VMG came out, just because I mix the two together. It's so easy to do. So, and even supports weight being released also. Okay, so really cool with this, what we call the foundational wellness bundle. Now it's one per customer. So the first time that you order this, whether you're an existing customer or a brand new customer, you get this little, it's called Wellness Made Simple. It's a little box like this, and it comes, it's beautiful. Mine just came today. But we got this little shaker, so it makes it really easy for you to just add your VMG. Maybe you want to add that MetaPower, the collagen, and shake it up and drink it each morning. And then you get a bonus free bottle of peppermint. So, peppermint we'll talk about in a little bit, but this is a great way. And we talk about like habit stacking in your morning routine. So, I have all of these items sitting out on my counter right next to the coffee maker. And it just makes it super easy to grab everything. I drink down my BMG. I take 2 or 3 of the Omegas in the morning, one of the PB Restore, and then I put some peppermint in my hands. I cup and inhale and breathe it in. It's so like invigorating and just wakes me up, gets me ready for the day. You can massage it into like your shoulders for any kind of tightness or stiffness, tension. Obviously, that can easily happen in the morning. So it's a great way to be able to do that. Okay. So remember I talked about how you can get basically your foundational wellness every month. If you focus on that, you can get all of these oils for free. These are our top 12 oils that doTERRA has been tracking and seeing, okay, what are people ordering on a regular basis? So you're going to get these in a little 5 ml size. There's like 85 drops in there of our top oils, and I'll go through those and explain how to be able to use them. So first, I want to make sure that you understand the difference with doTERRA. Okay, we have an incredible. We're known for having our purity and our potency. There's a lot of junk on the market, and so when you're looking at essential oils, it's important to know that there is a distinct difference. So all of our essential oils have what's called a CPTG standard. This is a certified, pure, tested grade. Every single bottle has a you see that? A little number on the bottom, and you can go right to this source2you.com and put in this number, and it will tell you all of the testing results of that oil. So the purity and the potency is going to make a huge difference. Okay, we're very transparent about it because nobody else does this. All right, the FDA only requires an essential oil company to put like 5% peppermint in there. They can fill the rest with a carrier oil, like a fractionated coconut oil, and they can still call it 100% pure peppermint oil. It's very deceiving, and it really frustrates people because if they're using peppermint and there's only 5% peppermint in there, even though it may have been a cheap oil that they got, for $5 or $6, it's going to be frustrating because it's not going to be effective, right? It's going to probably take the whole entire bottle to actually have an impact because it's been so diluted down. So we have tested all of our oils so that when you're looking at a bottle of peppermint, it's 100% pure peppermint oil. Nothing's been added, nothing's been taken away. The essential oils are going to be very potent. So we're talking about 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So 1 drop of peppermint is going to be equal to basically the equivalent of the plant material it takes up to make 28 cups of peppermint tea. Okay. Peppermint I talked about a little bit. And in my graphics here, if you see an A, you can use it aromatically. T is topical, and I is internal. Okay, 3 different ways to use it. I'll talk about what that means when I talk about, ATI. We'll go through that, okay, what that means and how to do that. But again, peppermint I talked about a little bit as far as being cooling to the body, relieving tension, opening up airways, also great for digestive support. So you can massage this right on the stomach or even adding a drop to your water. We'll talk about ingesting your essential oils in a little bit here. Okay, why are we looking at pancakes? This is not a cooking class, right? It's important for you to know, again, when we talk about the purity and where your oils are coming from, of what you're getting. All right. And you may have seen this when you're at the grocery store and you're shopping on the shelf and there's a million different options. And this is syrup, right? This looks like maple syrup spilling down on these pancakes. But when you're at the grocery store and there's a whole aisle filled of like all of the different types of syrups that are out there. I don't know if you know this, but basically, something like Mrs. Butterworth isn't even actually a syrup. There is no syrup in this recipe, or in the ingredients at all. We've got things. Well, we've got cane syrup, we've got salt, caramel color, sorbic acid, all sorts of preservatives. We've got aspartame in here. Just a bunch of junk, right? Artificial flavoring. And so basically, the oils that you see at like TJ Maxx or something like that, or I've even seen them available at a gas station or a grocery store, or just even Best Buy. I've seen essential oils at Best Buy. What does that mean? This is basically the Mrs. Butterworth of essential oils that are out there on the market. Okay, there's like I said, a lot of junk out there. I would say 85 to 90% of what you're seeing on the market has been adulterated in some way, and that's why we are so strong and so transparent in the testing that we do, so that we can prove and be honest with you and show you this is 100% pure peppermint oil. We're not diluting it down in any way, because all of our oils are considered basically a medical grade essential oil. We're working with hospitals on a daily basis to form this wonderful integrative healthcare. And to do that, our oils have to be consistent and they have to be pure. We can't fill them or dilute them down with any kind of junk, because then we're just going to end up with some Mrs. Butterworths. That's no good. All right, so let's talk a little bit as you learn a little bit more about doTERRA. And so because we have this purity and we have this potency, it's important for us to be able to source our oils from all over the world. We're sourcing our oils from 49 different countries right now. And that's because we want to source where these oils are growing, or where the plants are growing, I should say, in nature. Because when we extract the oils from where a plant is growing in its healthy environment, in its natural habitat, where it has the most ideal conditions, the oil that we extract is going to be a lot more potent and a lot more effective. So being that we're sourcing in 49 different countries, a lot of these places where we're extracting the oils is a third world country, right? They're struggling in some way. And so we always work to be able to benefit both sides of the bottle. So yes, we benefit from the wonderful uses of the ways that we can use these oils, but we want to make sure that where we are extracting from, that we're supporting our farmers so they get paid on time, they get paid above fair trade, and we're also helping to give back to their community. So through our Healing Hands Foundation, and co-impact sourcing is what we call it, is where we are able to make sure that they have the proper education, that they have running water, so many things that we just take for granted, right? That they have right now. I have teamed up with a grant from doTERRA to be able to put a medical clinic in India. So we are always working to be able to support and benefit both sides of the bottle. I think that that's really important, that they're always focusing on how to be able to give back. And 49% of them are female-led farms. I think that that's pretty outstanding. And a lot of the farms are third or fourth generation. So we're always working, we love to work with smaller farmers who have been farming and in that area for a very extended period of time. We love to help those generations upon generations. Okay. So why are oils effective, right? Why are we recommending to be able to use these and incorporate these into your daily routine? And the biggest thing is that we're working with the body on a cellular level. We share 60% of our DNA with plants. So when we're using them, applying them, diffusing them, our body recognizes them and sees them as food and fuel, right? There's no miscommunication. We're never covering up or masking an issue. We're never tricking the body in any way. We're speaking the same language. So what we're doing is we're basically supporting and helping our body so that it can function and all systems are in place, and being able to support our body so it can run and function on its own. Okay. Like we're not taking melatonin to help with sleep, but we're using something that is encouraging our body to be able to produce melatonin on its own, right? And so something like this On Guard is probably one of my absolute favorite oils to give this great analogy with when we talk about their effectiveness, because essential oils, first of all, they're absorbed into the skin in seconds, and they go into the bloodstream within about 2 minutes, and then within 20 minutes, they're going to be in every cell of your body. So a big impact here. A little bit goes a long way. But what I love about it, this is what your cell looks like right here. Okay. It has this nice oily membrane that protects it. And the two things that can harm your cells is bacteria. Bacteria lives on the outside of the cell, and viruses live on the inside of the cell. So when you go to the doctor and you have a bacterial infection, they can always prescribe something that will clear up that bacterial infection. However, it will wipe out all bacteria in your body. Okay. And antibiotic has no idea what is good bacteria and bad bacteria. And so it just comes through like pow, 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 and just clearing out all the bacteria, which, yes, it will clear up your bacterial infection, but it's going to take about a year for your body to be able to rebuild that healthy microflora back up again in your system. So that's why they always say to make sure that you're taking a good probiotic afterwards, because we have to rebuild all over again. When you go into the doctor and they say you have a virus, they basically say, right, there's nothing we can do about it. You have to go home. You have to get plenty of rest. You have to drink lots of fluids, let nature run its course. And that's because viruses are living on the inside of the cell. These medications are like antibiotics that they are prescribing are water-based synthetics, and they do not have the ability to penetrate this oily membrane of your cell, so they can't get at that virus. And so that is why they just basically send you home. It's very frustrating, right? But essential oils, they can stop not only the replication of the bacteria living on the outside of the cell, but because their molecules are so small and they are an oil, they can pass through that oily membrane and stop the replication of a virus. So On Guard is probably one of my favorites when I talk about the effectiveness. Just remember, On Guard is going to battle for you. This has really key oils that are antiviral, antibacterial, antimicrobial, things like rosemary and cinnamon and eucalyptus, clove. These are super powerful when protecting your body. So again, we can use this aromatically, topically, and internally. I'll talk about that, but it is our protective blend. Okay, ways that we can use aromatic. So that is just breathing in the oils. Okay, so when you see the A and we talk about aromatic, there's a couple ways we can talk about this. So a diffuser, this is like your crock pot for your essential oils. You basically fill it up with lukewarm water and then fill about 6 to 8 drops of essential oils into there. Turn it on, set it, and forget it. It smells great, and it can change the mood of the room almost instantly, but it also cleans and purifies the air. We want to focus on eliminating those airborne pathogens, right? So having a diffuser, I think, is key. We have one now in just about every single room. But you can also do like a roller ball. You can put it on your wrists. I have one of those lava bead bracelets, so I like to put the oils on there and cup and smell and inhale, or just being your own diffuser. So sometimes I'll just like put peppermint in my hands, rub it together, breathe it in. Those aromatic compounds are getting released into the air, and then I can massage into like whatever I'm wearing, right? And I'll continue to smell that oil throughout the day. So aromatic is probably one of the easiest ways to get comfortable with using your essential oils. Internal, so not all oils are going to be internal, but when you look on the side of the bottle and it has supplemental facts, that means that it's safe to ingest, okay? So 1 to 2 drops is all you need. Again, peppermint, I love to add it to like hot cocoa or even like peppermint brownies. Lemon is a favorite one of mine that I love to put in water. We want to just make sure that we're only using glass or stainless steel, okay? Especially citrus oils are designed to break down plastics in our body. And so if we put it in a plastic container, eventually, especially if the lemon oil is like sitting in the glass, it will start to break down that container. So make sure you use glass or stainless steel and look for those supplemental facts. And topical, super easy. So we're just applying to the area of concern. Okay. So we'll talk about some oils that we're, going to actually apply for a specific health concern. Or I love to just give my kids at night a just quick 5-minute oil massage, something to help to support their health and wellness. We always focus on being proactive about our health and staying healthy instead of waiting until we get sick to do something about it. So being proactive is a good thing to do and a great habit to get into. So we just do this as almost like as a preventative. So On Guard at night goes on the feet and the spine. Feet is a great place because there isn't really much sensitivity there, and it's also there's no sebaceous glands or no like oily membrane to protect the absorption. And so when we put the oils on our feet, they get absorbed into the bloodstream very quickly and very easily. And your spine is your information highway. So anytime we're using and applying and working oils on the spine, then it's really easy to get into the bloodstream and absorbed into the body. So just remember the spine is your information highway. Dilution, about 3-to-1 ratio. So you can use any kind of what we call like a carrier oil. So this is fractionated coconut oil. I always recommend adding that to your order or having that on hand. Fractionated means that all the fats have been pulled out. So it's always in liquid form. And so the ratio is 3-to-1. So like 3 drops of the coconut oil to 1 drop of your essential oil. You can do the same thing with the lotion. I love this hand and body lotion. It's unscented. It's obviously safe to use and all natural, but then you can change it up and you can smell like whatever you want to smell when you use the lotion. So the good thing about this is it's going to give your oils weight. So when we're applying them with an essential oil with a carrier, it's going to keep them localized for a longer period of time. So you're going to get a longer lasting benefit. Plus, like when I talked about doing like a back massage with my kids, when I work it into their spine, I can cover a larger surface area. So you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck. I don't need as much of my essential oil because like I have the fractionated coconut oil and I can cover their back and also be able to protect against any kind of skin sensitivities. Okay. So 3 good reasons there why you want to be able to, use it with the fractionated coconut oil. Okay, so some of the oils, we're going to go through these kind of quickly, but again, it's recorded, and these are our top oils. Digest Zen is basically covering everything from the mouth to the south and creating a Zen environment for your digestive system. Okay, so whatever it may be, whether it's constipation, diarrhea, maybe you just overate or you ate something that didn't agree with you, or you're sensitive to like whenever we travel, like our family just does not do well with any kind of like drive-through food, or even sometimes like a potluck meal. Like other people just make things differently than I do. And so making sure that we have DigestZen on hand. This is one I would never leave home without. Even for like car sickness or seasickness, anything like that, DigestZen works really well. Even great for pets. So my dog loves DigestZen. She's got a little bit of a sensitive stomach and she loves to get into like all the naughty things. She does not just stick to her dog food, unfortunately. And so we have DigestZen on hand for her too. So again, remember that everything from the mouth to the south, you can use this aromatically. 90% of the time I'm using this topically, but you can also take this internally. Just put it in like a little shot glass with some water, drink that down and let it get into the system. You can feel the difference within minutes, okay? MetaPower, this is our metabolic blend. So this is helping to balance your blood sugar, reduce sugar cravings. Okay. So this I always just have in my water, especially like after a meal. It really helps me with not wanting to have like a cookie or a piece of chocolate, brownie, something like that after my meal, which I was so used to. And we're supporting a healthy metabolism. So this has grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon in it. And when you purchase that foundational wellness bundle, in the month of February, you can get MetaPower for free. So not only can you get the free peppermint and the free shaker bottle with your order, but you're also going to get the free MetaPower. And that's one that it's a staple. It's a powerhouse. It's in my top 5 for sure. I love it, not only to be able to like drink and add it to my water, but but I also use it with a fractionated coconut oil or with a lotion, and it becomes my moisturizer, and it helps to break up any kind of like fatty deposits or like, those just cellulite in my legs, those kinds of things, or dry brushing with it is another great way to be able to incorporate it. Even diffusing it will help to curb those sugar cravings. So this is a really important one. Um, Lemon is going to be free in March. Again, when you purchase that, just keep that foundational wellness in your cart. It will ship to you every single month, and then every month you're going to get this one of these oils. So I'm letting you know which ones are going to be coming. Lemon, we talked a little bit about having that in your water, but this is one that is so great in cleansing for the body. It's a natural way to detoxify. So, like, I'll put like a drop in honey and take that down anytime I have like a tickle in my throat or just feeling kind of under the weather. Great to add to like reducing any kind of acidity in like your tea or your coffee. It makes the body more alkaline. Okay. The more alkaline your body is, the better it can fight disease. So this lemon oil is different than like if you added just like a lemon to your water. This is coming from the rind and not the juice. So the fact that it's coming from the rind is, again, supporting your body to be more alkaline. It's not going to eat away at the enamel of your teeth. And or upset any kind of stomach acidity. So if anyone says like they've got stomach acid or acid reflux issues, I always recommend the Digestin and the lemon. Okay, you can cook with it, you can season with it. Also, anything sticky. So this little kid here is blowing a bubble. If you get like gum in your hair, you can easily get out any kind of gunky or removing any kind of like labels or stickers or anything like that, like on glassware. Lemon works really well, and it's also a great produce wash. So you can fill up a container with like a drop of lemon with your fresh produce and let it sit in the water, and that lemon will lift up all that gunk that's in your or on your fruit, especially like waxy apples or like strawberries are obviously really hard to wash and clean, but when you use the lemon oil, it will lift off all of those heavy pesticides, even if it's organic. Strawberries are like the highest sprayed fruit known to man. So, okay, coming free in April would be lavender. So we know lavender to be calming, right? Very calming for the emotions, but it's going to be really calming for the skin. So any kind of cuts, bumps, scrapes, bruises, burns, bee stings, bug bites, even sunburns, like this guy just made a total rookie mistake here. He needs the doTERRA sun care line for sure. But he's looking pretty red. So lavender is going to soothe that. Or my mom got a burn just this past weekend on her hand, and we put the lavender oil on right away. Of course, again, you see this woman sleeping. It's going to help to be able to calm down the body, and great for any kind of earaches. So tea tree and lavender are ones that we have on hand anytime someone's ears, just that first sign, that start of like, you can see a kid starting to tug on their ear. Lavender is going to be really soothing and supportive. We never want to put like oils, don't ever put oils into the ear, but you can put it around the ear. So right around that bone, just massage it in. It's going to be really, really supportive. Okay, let me grab some water. I've been talking to you a lot. Okay, so copaiba. This is a great one for pain. All right, so any kind of aches or pains or inflammation, also really supportive for stress, anxiety, overwhelm. It will help with just helping the body to be able to focus and relax. Great for sleep at night. And this is a great one when we talk about being gentle enough for babies. The first thing I think about is like teething. So I always recommend copaiba to new mamas to massage into the gums, or like this kid just got a brand new braces. I don't know if you guys remember how painful that was. But copaiba massaged into the gums for any kind of a toothache or moving teeth is going to be really supportive. Frankincense, believe it or not, is going to be free in June. I'm so excited. Frankincense is the king of oils. We use this for absolutely everything. We say, when in doubt, frank it out. So we're talking about decreasing that inflammation in the body. Also, it can cross that blood-brain barrier. So it's going to be really supportive for your brain health, emotions, skincare. Add this to your moisturizer, helps with healthy, glowing skin, and just regenerating healthy cell development. So we always want our healthy cells to be replicating faster. And that's exactly what frankincense does. So I really can't think of anything that frankincense can't do. So I'm pretty excited. June's going to be an amazing month. But like I said, if you just keep that foundational wellness bundle in your cart, you're going to get a free oil every single month. Deep Blue, this is another great one for pain. This is our soothing blend. So, especially just moving your body, and it doesn't necessarily have to be exercise. Maybe it's gardening, maybe it's walking around the block, maybe it's even just like cleaning, or being out in the yard, whatever it may be. It's natural for our body to feel like that stiffness, those aches and pains, that tightness, whether it's your joints or your muscles. Deep Blue is going to be really supportive for being able to. I like it even almost like pre-workout. So I'll massage it into like my muscles or my knees, or if I know like I'm going for a long bike ride, I'll massage this into like my legs so that I don't get any kind of cramping or tightness. Almost like I said, as a preventative. Deep Blue is one of my favorites. It comes as the oil, but we also have it as like a rub and a stick. But this is just one that you can get for free in July. Tea tree, this is all things kind of cleansing. It's antiviral, antimicrobial, antibacterial, antifungal. So we love to clean with this one. We put it in a spray bottle with some water and we clean our bathrooms with it. It works really, really well, especially showers and preventing any kind of mildew buildup, anything for the skin. So I just remember even as a little kid, like we always had tea tree. That was kind of like our first line of defense, our first aid kit. We always use tea tree. Also, really good for like a great aftershave. So when I get out of the shower, I'll add this to some lotion and then just massage that into my legs. And I never have like itchy legs or razor burn or anything like that. And just keeping those healthy nail beds, so you can massage into your hands, your toes, all those things right in between the toes. Tea tree is going to be really supportive and helpful for preventing any kind of a fungal buildup. Okay. On Guard, we talked about that one briefly when we talked about the effectiveness of essential oils, but this is supporting your immune system. We're going to get this free in September. Perfect timing as people start to move inside or going back to school. Again, this is antiviral, antibacterial, and helping to just support the body and staying healthy. So again, we always want to focus on being proactive about your health. So this is one that we have in the diffuser on a regular basis, just because we know that we're cleaning and purifying the air. We're eliminating those airborne pathogens. It's really important. Serenity is going to be free in October. So Serenity is our restful blend. So this is helping to calm the emotions, stop the mind chatter. I love to get this one in the diffuser, probably about maybe a half hour to 45 minutes before bed. And so that's just signaling and creating that anchor for the body that it is time to start to wind down. We're going to sleep. Even the dogs start to smell it and they know they'll jump in bed. They know that's their signal. We're going to start to wind down and start to relax. And it's really, really supportive for sleep. So our restful blend, you can't go wrong. We have this as a stick. We have it as the oil, and we also have it in a capsule form. Anyone who's struggling with sleep, I recommend getting that like foundation of health and then tacking on the Serenity Sleep System. I just talked to someone on Sunday at the farmer's market that was like, I am so happy that I have that. I've got it into my routine. I'm sleeping so much better. I'm feeling so much better. I mean, we know how much better we feel when we get good sleep, right? Okay, breathe. This is going to be our respiratory blend. So this is helping to open up the airways. Breathe, like their blends are so easy to kind of guess what it's going to be for, right? So breathe again. This is our respiratory blend. We're going to help to open up the airways. I love to have this one in the diffuser with On Guard. That combination you just can't go wrong with. But it's relieving any kind of pressure or tightness. So I will massage it in. I tell people not only the chest, but to also do that in the back. It's also a great marriage saver. So, and anyone who has any kind of like snoring issues, this is a great one to get into the diffuser at night. Breathe and Serenity smell incredible together. I absolutely love that. And it's helping, again, as we focus on opening up those airways, then we don't struggle with those snoring issues. And everybody's a lot happier for that. And then finally in December, we're going to get Adaptive for free. And so Adaptive is our calming blend. This is helping to reduce any kind of anxious feelings. My daughter just took a big test for nursing on Saturday morning. So we had Adaptive going in the diffuser. I just gave her a little massage in her shoulders with Adaptive. She cupped and inhaled. She had it going in the car and in her diffuser, just to help to stop that panicky feeling, right? You know, do you ever wake up and you feel like, oh my gosh, I've got so much to do? You feel paralyzed, like you can't do anything. And so Adaptive calms everything down so that you have good mental clarity. You don't feel groggy or tired. You feel motivated to get moving and get things done, but it takes that anxious and that anxiety out of the picture for you. So getting the body into motion, and again, just easing any of those just nervous feelings. Okay, I this is probably one of my absolute favorite emotional supportive oils. I can't get enough of it. I think it's incredible. And it comes as a roller ball, it comes as the oil, and then we also have it in capsule form. The capsules have different ingredients than the oils, so it's not the same thing, but it helps to. My daughter explains it because she loves Adaptive. She's in college. She said the oil is fast acting because you're smelling it right away, calming everything down. But the capsules are long lasting. So for her, I mean, college, I mean, everybody's kind of in a stressful environment right now, but for her in college, especially, Adaptive is really supportive in helping to calm those emotions. So with your foundational wellness kit, this is one that you can get free in December. So, if you're ready to order, you can contact the person that invited you to this class. If it was me, I will be sending you the recording. I'll send you that foundational wellness bundle link, and so that you can be able to get the MetaPower for free, the peppermint for free, the shaker for free. You get a free account, you get a free little wellness book. Like there's a ton of free things this month. But the VMG has a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you aren't feeling those benefits of having like more energy during the day, better sleep at night, less aches and pains, and just being in an overall better mood, you can call them and they'll credit you. I don't know if they make you, I don't know of anyone who actually, I don't have a customer that like didn't like it. So I don't know how they exactly handle. Like you don't have to like send the empty box back or whatever, but they're really good about it. They're so confident. We are so confident in it because it is such an amazing bundle that has a big impact on your health and wellness. So when you get an account, you get access to that rewards program. So you always get that free oil, but you also earn points on your purchase. The longer you're in the program, the larger amount of points that you earn or percentage. So anywhere from 10 to 30%, depending how long you're in the program. And so you will get basically points. All right. And you can cash those points in for free product, whatever you want it to be. I love that because so we're purchasing the foundational wellness bundle for our family. We accumulate points and then we cash those in for other things that we use around the home. So our cleaning products, our skincare, our moisturizers, any extra oils that we want to diffuse around the home, those kinds of things, we get those for free. So it's really cool. You always get 25% off of the retail. You get access to our VIP education group. We're always teaching what's called Wellness Wednesdays. They are taught by different teachers every single week, different topics, and you get access to all the recordings. And then we have an amazing program called Refer a Friend. So when you're loving your products and you're talking about them with other people, you actually have a friends and family discount and you can share it with them. They will get these same perks of opening up their account. They can order absolutely anything they want. And you are going to get 20% of whatever their PV or product value is in doTERRA dollars that you can apply to your future orders. So it's one of the most generous refer a friend programs that I've ever heard of. I'm pretty excited about that. And again, as a reminder, when you get that, this is what that little shaker bottle is and what that peppermint looks like. And when you order each month, basically you are going to build that holistic medicine cabinet in 12 months. You're going to get all of that for free, which I think is pretty incredible. I love that they're doing that this year and really focusing on this foundation of health and wellness, because if we're not targeting that, like I tell people, like, think about it as like a car. Okay. Your body's like a car, and this foundational wellness bundle is the gas that we're putting into the car so that it can move. And then incorporating the essential oils is what actually turns the key and gets us into motion. So they're still working together synergistically. I think you still need both into your daily routine, but we have to have that foundation before we can begin to do anything. Okay. Another cool thing is that with 100 PV or product value, you're going to get free shipping. That 125 PV, which is that foundational wellness bundle that has that 125 PV, you're going to get your free oil. And then if you want to layer on or add anything else to your order, like when I talked about that customer who added the Serenity oil or the adaptive oil or something like that, you could add that to it. And then you'll be at the 150 PV threshold and you can get a free gift. So you can either choose the toothpaste. You get two toothpaste. You get the Super Mint and the On Guard. Then you can decide which one you like and want to reorder. Or you will get the diffuser. If you don't have a diffuser, this is a great way to get a free one. Or we have a diffuser like in every single room of the house. So I recommend doing that too. Otherwise, you can do the hand wash with the foaming hand wash dispenser. So that's a free gift that you get to choose. All right. So let me know if you have any questions. I will stop sharing. I appreciate you guys being on tonight. Again, it's recorded. Cindy and Diane for being on tonight. I'll connect with you, but I will make you a roller ball, and you can kind of tell me maybe what you struggle with most, and I'll make a custom roller ball for you. So if you're like, could you make me one for sleep? I can do that. Or could you make me one for my muscles or digestion or whatever it is? I will make a custom rollerball just for you guys to try out and see what you think. But I love when it's a door prize, I love to make it really pertain just for you so that you get a full benefit of it. All right. Have a good night. We got that done.
Thank you.
Yeah, Cindy, you're welcome. I hope it wasn't too fast, but I wanted to get it, done within the hour. But any questions, I'm always available. I love to talk health and wellness. It's a passion of mine, and just want everyone to feel their best and to be able to do it naturally. So have a great night, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.